All right, so today our new command is offset. I think that's the only new command for today. So to demonstrate that, why don't we start by creating a point. I'll put it right up here. And let's draw a circle. And we'll make this circle a radius of 1. So now I want to make another circle, and that other circle is, say, 0.2 units larger than that circle. So before, we'd have to kind of do the math and figure out, all right, well, that would be radius of 1, so it would be 1.2. But there's actually an easier way, and that way is the offset command. So it's OFFSET. And looking at our command line here, it's asking us to specify our offset distance. So our offset distance was 0.2. And then now it's asking us to select object to offset. So that's going to be our circle. And then now it's asking us to specify a point on the side to offset. So we can offset either inside towards the center of our circle or outside of our circle to make it larger. So we'll go outside. And what's neat about this command is it just remains in this command until we're done. So I did 0.2. I can click outside my circle and 0.2 again. Why is that not working? There we go. So I select my object, offset, select my object, offset, and I can just keep doing that, keep offsetting by 0.2. So that we made our circle larger. I can also select the inside of my circle and go inside as well. Okay. Also works for lines. Say I have a line here, so I want to make a street, and I want that street to be, 30 units, I will say 3 units wide here. So I'll click my line, which we can specify our object first prior to running the command. So we'll do offset. I'll do an offset distance of 3. And now I can choose what side, and it's giving me a preview of what that would look like. So I can either do my line on this side over here or over here. So now I have 2 lines perfectly parallel and offset by our 3 units. That's a bad example. Let's try this again here. Midpoint to midpoint. There we go. So exactly 3 apart. Okay, also works for rectangles. So, quick and easy way to offset that. Now, what if you have a more complex shape? So, say I take my polyline command and kind of draw a random shape here. Okay, as long as it's a shape that you can select the entire object, so you've created it using your polyline tool as opposed to your line tool, you should be able to offset it. I can select my object and keep offsetting. Lastly, if you have an object and you modify it, so let's say I round my edges here, so I'll do a fillet with a radius of 0.5, do a multiple here, so say I round this edge, okay, let's try 0.1. So I have an object that I've modified my edges, just rounding them slightly. But when I select my object, the whole object is still selected. So that's how I know that it's a poly object in CAD, meaning it's one object as opposed to a series of individual lines making up what looks like an object. And again, we can offset this. So say I'm going to offset by 0.3, and I can go inside my object or outside my object. So whenever you have parallel lines, offset, excellent command to use, or objects, identical objects, larger than objects, inside objects. Your offset tool, really quick and easy way to work with that. Any questions at all on the offset command? Okay. Good luck.